right. That was Mr. Eric Vale with High Above You. Hey, Eric.
How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. I just want you to know that you are the first, you're not the first rock artist to be played on WDGP, but you are the first rock artist to be on my show with me. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you for that. That's good news.
Yeah. So let's get to it. How long have you been doing music?
About half my life. I'm 26, and I've been doing it since I was 11, so I've been doing it a long time.
Wow. So at 11, you knew that you wanted to be a rocker.
Yes, I did.
All right. So this is
at the very least, I had a big concept of it, you know.
Yeah, but you didn't know it was going to be such hard work, did you?
Oh, no. I don't think anybody is ready for that part of it.
No, that's the part we don't think about. But it's worth it. It's all worth it in the end. Now, this project that you have, I think you released it in August. Is that right?
Yes, I did. August 31st, yep.
Okay, and it is your first project? Your first musical project?
Yes. It's my debut album, yep.
And the title, it intrigues me. I'd like you to explain a little bit about or expound on the title, 3-Year Struggle. Tell us the significance of that.
3-Year Struggle, that's actually what it took to make it. It took 3 years to make that album because I had money problems, I had band problems. Anything you could possibly think of that would have came up, and it just took forever to do. We had problems with how we were going to do songs. New songs came up. We took some of the old songs out. It just anything and everything that could have went wrong, and it just took forever to do. And that's really was. It was a struggle to get it finished. I didn't know if I was ever going to finish it.
Well, you finished it, my brother. You finished it. Okay, now, of course, we don't have the whole CD to play, but we do have quite a few tracks. And that one, our listeners have heard previously, because I think we've been playing that for about 6 weeks now. About that long?
Oh, yeah.
6 weeks to a month?
Yes, that was about right.
Yeah, so we've been playing that one, but I want to play one of the ones you sent me recently. And if you don't mind, there are really two of those that I really like, and it's Face Off and Yesterday. I like both of those. I'm feeling those, really, really. So
what was the first one? I'm sorry, the phone cut out. What did you say for the first one?
Face Off and Yesterday.
Oh, okay. All right.
So of those two, which one would you like me to play?
Oh, Yesterday, if you would.
Yesterday? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about it before I play it?
Yeah. Actually, believe it or not, I actually wrote that song in high school. That's how old it is. That song.
Wow.
I was a sophomore in high school when I wrote that entire thing, except for the breakdown. The breakdown in the middle of the song was actually written later on before it went to the studio. But that song is probably 9-10 years old by now.
Wow.
It's that old.
Well, it sounds good. So we're going to take a listen, and we'll be back with more Eric Vale.
Me inside my broken soul, drifting into death is my only choice. You left me yesterday, the pain is hard, but I still down and left alone. Everything is dark and gray, and I feel so empty.
That's really wild that you wrote it like 10 years ago. That definitely was yesterday, right?
Yeah. Title doesn't fit the theory, does it?
Wow. Okay, so you've been doing this since the age of 11. Now tell me, how supportive were your parents of you when you decided you wanted to travel this road?
They were. It was kind of in the middle. They wanted me to do something because I couldn't. I actually messed up my left knee. I couldn't play sports.
Mm-hmm.
I've been lifting weights since I was 11 years old too, but I can't do anything with my left knee. So I couldn't play sports. It's like, well, you like music. Why don't you do that until you graduate so you have something to do? Well, it just kind of stuck, and I just kept playing. But as long as I kept the music down in the room, they didn't really mind what I did, As long as it didn't bother them too much,
Right. So, did you attempt to get with a record label, or did you always go independent from the beginning?
I've attempted it a couple times. I've sent demos out and stuff like that. I sent the album out. I haven't really heard anything per se. I've heard there's been radio stations like yourself that have picked me up and said, hey, yeah, we like your music, we'll play it. But as far as record companies go, no, they haven't really. They've never said anything to me.
Okay, well, is that
as of now?
As of now, right? Is that a goal of yours to be with a record label, or do you think you'll remain independent?
I'd like to be with a record label just to take some of the pressure off, because right now I'm doing everything, writing the songs, doing all the musical aspect of it, and then doing all the marketing. It's a lot to do. It's a very big headache. I'd rather just be able to focus on the music and let somebody else handle the marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's just me. I get tired. I don't like the marketing end of it. I can do it. I just don't like doing it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes, I do. Yeah, and I think that is probably the only reason to be with a record label is for them to do that portion of it. But I don't know where you are in your sales, but I think if you sell, 100,000 pieces, you can get a distribution deal, or you might be able to get a distribution deal. Wouldn't that alleviate that part of it? Because they should be pushing you if they're going to distribute your music, right?
Right. Yeah, that's a very good point. If it were ever to reach that, yeah, you're right. They'd definitely get people's attention, especially the distribution end of it. But it obviously hasn't reached that yet for me. But hopefully it will.
Oh, you just keep doing what you're doing, honey. It'll get there.
Yeah, thank you.
That's how it is when you're doing something that you love. And in my opinion, independent artists are the best. That's just my opinion, because they get to do their music pure, the way they want to do it, the way they see it, their vision of it, as opposed to if you're with a record label, they kind of control you. Even though it's your talent, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're not free to do it your way. So.
Yeah, it is. That's a very true statement. I mean, the record companies do have a very big say in what you can and can't do. It's kind of their way or the highway most of the time. Mm-hmm. But I mean, there is some record companies that don't. I've heard of artists. I've talked to different artists that say, yeah, our record companies go with this. They let us do this, but we kind of got to give them the pop singles, but they let us do other things. But then I've talked to other ones that say, hey, yeah, they dictate everything we do, and we have no freedom whatsoever. But yeah, it's kind of what you want. If you want to deal with somebody like that, I guess it's your prerogative, I guess.
Right. So, what are some of your goals for yourself and for your music?
As of right now, it's going to go one of two ways. I'm writing another record right now that I'm going to start doing, unless I find a band to go out live. Because you don't have a band to go out live with right now. I have studio musicians set up for the next album, but I don't have a band to go live with. My area is a little weird. It's hard to find people to go live with. It's very easy to find people to go in the studio with. They have no problem with that. It's very strange. So if I can't get a band to go live and go promote this thing a little bit better, I'm going to just kind of let this one go a little bit and then just go back in the studio and give it another go, because I got 13 songs ready for a new album.
Oh, that sounds like an album right there. So what area are you in, Eric?
Area?
Uh-huh.
I'm just outside of Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. That's interesting that you can't find a band in that area. I would think, that's kind of like a musical area.
Yeah, where I'm at, it's mainly a lot of jazz and blues artists, incredible jazz and blues artists. There's not a lot of really hard rock or rock players around there. And I think it's partially because I'm a solo artist too. I can understand where they're coming from. They don't really want to be. They want to be a part of something that's bigger than them, or be a part of something that they can actually contribute to a lot more. With me, I write a lot of the music. I write all the lyrics. I write a lot of the melody, or all the melody for that matter. And they don't. The musicians I work with don't really have a lot to put into it. They just come in and do their thing. I kind of produce them and direct them a little bit. And then they're done. And then if you go live, it's pretty much the same deal. You got to just play what the song is. So they don't really have as much freedom with me. I can understand they want to have a little more freedom.
Right.
But I'm sure if I got to a major area, they'd probably be a little bit different. Or maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know either. But, you know, the internet is a wonderful thing. And I think if you put it out there, you know, what you're looking for, you might be surprised.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've checked around. And another problem is, too, a lot of the drummers around this area do not do double bass. I mean, I work with Jesse Rhodes from a band called 44 Mag. He did a lot of the drum tracks on that. And there's not a lot of drummers around here that do double bass anymore. It's just kind of becoming a thing of the past, which is kind of sad because it's a very hard thing to do. And it's a very unique thing to do.
Right.
And it's really hard to find a drummer like him that will go out and back me up live because he's so busy he has barely enough time to come in the studio and help me out. So I got to take what I can get.
So I'm making an assumption. I'm not going to assume. What instrument do you play?
I play vocals are my main thing, and then guitar. I do play drums and bass a little bit. I'm not nearly as good as the people that played on the album. I just kind of use those as a tool to help write the songs. But rhythm guitar and vocals are my main thing. That's about the only thing I really do on the album.
Yeah, because
write the songs and the lyrics.
It's some good guitar riffs on there. I was wondering if that was you.
It depends. Probably 80% of it are between Alex Boyce. He's not with me anymore. He did a lot of the lead work. I'll tell you one thing. He's an incredible guitar player. There's nothing that man can't do. He can go back and forth between jazz, blues, metal, to ska. It doesn't matter. He's incredible at what he does. But between him and then my sound engineer, Richard Rupert, he's a incredible lead guitar player. He did probably 3 of the tracks on there. He did lead work on for me, and then I did a rhythm on the ones that he did. So between them two and me, we did all the guitar work on it.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so who is your inspiration? Who inspired you to do rock as opposed to pop?
4 bands. Seven Dust mainly. I'm a huge Seven Dust fan. Stone Sour, Seether, and Shinedown. Between the 4 of them, at any given point, I'm usually listening to one of the 4. And there's tons of other artists that I like. I could sit here all night and name dozens upon dozens of them off, but those 4 there were the main ones that give me my inspiration. They were the ones I've been hearing since I got into music, and I don't think it'll ever change. I've been a big fan of all of them for a long time.
Okay, so who would be, or what would be, let me change that. What would be your fantasy bill? Who would you really like to play with, on a show with? Oh
wow. LJ from Seven Dust, I'd like to do a song with him. I actually have one written, so if LJ's listening, I got a song written for the both of us to do. Any member from Seven Dust I'd like to do a song with. I'd like to do one with any one of the members from Dope, Angel Bartoletta, the drummer, or Preston Nash. Either one of those drummers I'd like to do work with. Anybody from Seether, Shinedown, Stone Sour. I like to actually, at some point down the road, if I ever I actually want to do an album sometime down the road, which is me and a piano and a symphony. I like to do something with Josh Groban, but I don't know if that ever happened because he's 5 times bigger than I'll ever be. But
well, don't say that.
There's a ton.
Don't speak that, Eric. Don't speak that kind of thing now. You know what you put into the universe now. We got to be positive. When you're that big, you're going to do that with him, okay?
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for correcting me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, let's go ahead and listen to another track.
Okay.
Let's do this one, Miss You Every Day.
Okay.
All right, so we'll be right back.
reminds me of everything about you. I lost you so long ago, and I know I can never get you back. So I'll sing this song for you. Like everyone I've loved, I can never explain how I feel until it's too late. And every day I regret what I never said to you. And now I have the chance. I miss you every day. The hope that he loves you more than me and never let you go. I miss you every day. I know you can't love me anymore, but I will anyway. I've tried to forget about you, but I remind myself how much that I love you. And I want you to know everything I sing for you. And I'll never let you go. Like everyone I've loved, I can never explain how I feel
You know what? I misspoke. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. Listen, have you submitted this one as a demo to anywhere?
Actually, on the album I sent in, I never sent it as a single to anybody, but it's on the album that I sent out to everybody, yeah, but never as a single, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think that's the one right there. That will make.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. I'm trying to push that a little bit now that I've got to it. I have it up on a couple of different internet radio stations and stuff, and seeing how it's doing, and I'm going to kind of push that one right now. That will probably be the last single for this album before the next one.
Yeah, it's really nice. Really nice, Eric.
Thank you.
Good work. That song, you drew on your personal experience for that one, didn't you?
Yeah, it was kind of a little bit of both. You know, it was kind of first love type thing, which is gone and past. But actually, the other half, it was kind of on a visual of having your best friend marry your ex, kind of. Wow. I kind of had that visual being at the wedding, and, you know. It's a very long subject, but it basically being at the wedding of your best friend who's married to the girl you were with before. That's kind of where, between the two of them, it's where the inspiration came from for that.
Yeah, because it's definitely one of those songs that you listen to and you just know. Of course, everybody is going to listen to music and get their own interpretation from it. They're going to relate it to whatever they're going through or whatever they've been through or whatever. But it's the type of song that you know the person who wrote it was, you know, drawing from some emotion, you know. You know what I'm saying? It's you can really feel it in the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Good work.
Thank you.
Well, so, I mean, I know you're a rocker, and that's more like a ballad to me, but I mean, I hear the music in the background, so yeah, I guess it's a rock ballad. But,
that's one thing about it, though. I've never actually really limited myself, like the next album or any other song I do. I don't limit myself. If we have to go to something that's a little bit outside of my comfort zone, I'm always willing to do it, because that's kind of why I became a solo artist, because I don't want to be limited to anything. Well, if it's something that we got to do a little different, I'm not afraid to try it. You know, as long as it works and sounds good and it fits the lyrics and the melody, I'm always down for it. And that's what came out with that song, and like Face and everything else. They're lighter songs, but then they have a tribal version behind them. You know, with me, it's always about what works best with the lyrics and the melody. That's the way it's always been for me. I want to stay rock. I always will, but you know, I'm not afraid to venture out and try something different. You know?
That's a good thing, because you don't want to be in a box. You know, that's why you fit in here, because we're not in a box. You can't define us. You know, like I have to submit the radio station to different lists. You know, and they always want to know your genre, and I'm like, we don't have one. You know? It's just music.
That's a good thing, though. I mean, the variety is the spice of life. You know,
definitely, yeah. So that's why you fit in, because you said, and it's really funny because, you know, I told you to send me some information, and everything I've read says hard rocker, and yeah, I can go with the rock, but hard rock, I don't know. It's just good music,
every song has a really rough guitar edge to it. You know, I've always kept that in there because I've always liked that guitar sound. But like you say, it's not. That's the main hard rock thing about it. I don't scream and I don't do the growling stuff. My voice is very straightforward, and the rest of the music is too. But you got that heavy guitar behind everything.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, you kind of put me in the mind of Jimi Hendrix. Some of the music that I'm hearing that you
really?
Sent me. Yeah, I'm like listening to it. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, so the
rock, I don't mind. I'm a huge fan of Hendrix.
The rock is there, no question. But I mean, I like the combination, you know, of the rock with the nice lyrics, you know?
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, thank you.
It does work. Okay, so, are you married?
No, I do have my girlfriend. She's actually sitting here right next to me.
Oh, okay. Well, she's got to be understanding, because if you're in music, I know you have long, crazy hours traveling all over the place. Wow.
Yep, she's very supportive.
Good, that's good.
They're smiling, kind of.
Well, tell her I said thank you for letting us borrow you for a little while.
She says thank you for letting you borrow me, or I got that backwards, but it'll do. She'll figure it out.
Okay, so you got any shows coming up? I know you said it's hard to get a band, but do you have anything scheduled?
Nothing right now. It's really hard to say. Like I said, either way, either I'm going to get shows or I'm going to go do the new album. The best way to do is keep up with me on Facebook or something, Twitter, whichever one, and just kind of see. It's the next couple of weeks will tell which way I'm going to go. It'll probably be the new album because I've just got done with a lot of it. I'm really anxious to get back in the studio.
Get into the studio, yeah. That's a true. That's a true artist right there. Can't wait to get back to your canvas.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool. All right, so I'm looking forward to whatever you come out with. You know, make sure you send it this way so we can put it in our playlist.
I will definitely do that. I will always keep you in mind. You will definitely have our material first. Thank you so much for this, by the way. It was a lot. It means a lot to me.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play another song, and when I come back, I want you to, I'm going to give you some time to think on this. I want you to give a word of advice or encouragement to somebody else who may be thinking of throwing their hat into the music arena or maybe just getting started, just to give them a word or something, okay? So let's see, which song should we play now? Let's go ahead and do Face Off, since we haven't heard that one yet. Okay. All right, Eric, we'll be right back.
It's a hard thing for me. It's a hard thing to face when the one you love doesn't want you anymore. Now I can't face life without her. It's too hard for me, so I must say goodbye to everyone and everything, because this life isn't meant for me. All this pain and no regrets. I wish I could find some peace of mind and someone who cares for me, but it's not possible to live this life with someone who cares for me. And somehow I know I'll stay forever alone. It's a hard thing to face when the one you love doesn't want you anymore. Now I can't face life without her. It's too hard for me, so I must say goodbye to everyone and everything, because this life isn't meant for me. I'll leave this life with just a memory of me. I hope you will see the life I've led and the pain I've been through. This may seem dark and gray, but it's all I've known. It's a hard thing to face when the one you love doesn't want you anymore. Now I can't face life without her. It's too hard for me, so I must say goodbye to everyone and everything, because this life is meant for me. When the one you love doesn't want you anymore. Now I can't face life without her. It's too hard for me, so I must say goodbye to everyone and everything, because this life isn't meant for me. It's a hard thing to face when the one you love doesn't want you anymore. Now I can't face life without her. It's too hard for me, so I must say goodbye to everyone and everything, because this life isn't meant for me.
Okay, cool. Eric?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, well, just making sure. So, listen, is anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, fans, friends, family. They all know who they are.
Okay, okay.
I'll keep it short and sweet and simple. I'll just tell everybody that. That's quicker.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, the advice or encouragement. You ready for us with that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You got the floor.
Okay, I actually have two bits of information. The first one is always stay true to yourself and keep trying and don't ever give up, because if the audience doesn't like a song, or if you're internet fans, so on and so forth, like a song, don't give up. Write another one. Always strive to be better. Next song, be better. That's the first bit of advice. And don't give up. I mean, I've had people tell me I suck all my life, and I'm still going at it. I'm always trying to strive to be better. And the second bit of information is become very, very business-minded in this business, because it's very jaded, and there's people out there who will be more than happy to take your money and screw you over at any given point. That's the two things that I can think of the most that you really got to keep in your head when you really want to do this business.
Well, I think those are two very important things, and I always say stay true to yourself. Don't, if you listen to other people, and sadly, most of the time it's the people that's close to you that will be the most negative and the most critical. So,
Yeah, it will too, yeah. It's either because, A, you're that bad and you need to work on it, or two, they're frightened that you're going to be something bigger than them, and they won't see you as the person you see you anymore. That's kind of what I've always thought. I might be wrong, but...
No, I think you're right on with that one. Okay, so now tell everybody where they can find your music. And first of all, the name of the project is 3 Year Struggle. I want to make sure that's clear so they know what they're looking for. Go ahead. Tell them where they can get it.
The first and foremost would be ericvalmusic.com. That's the best way to find anything out about me. iTunes, you can find me there. Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Just basically anywhere on the internet, you can pretty much find me.
Okay.
Just type in Eric Val, you'll find me.
All right. So, and then if they go to ericval.com, they can find all your social media ID names and everything, so they can look you up and hook up with you. Okay, cool. All right. So
actually, it's actually ericvalmusic.com. I couldn't get Eric Val for some reason. Somebody already took it, so I had to use ericvalmusic.com. So
okay, ericvalmusic.com. Good. I need to know that, so when I do this blog post, I'll know where to put. Okay, great. Oh, gravy. It's been a pleasure having you here, Eric.
A pleasure. Yeah, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
When you finish,
it's been a great time.
When you finish the next CD, make sure you let me know so we can get you scheduled to come back and share some of those tracks with the listeners as well. Okay.
I will definitely do that. You'll be the first to get it, I promise.
Oh, see, now I like being first now, okay? Don't toy with me.
I figured you'd like it.
All right, Eric, thank you so much. And on your way out, we're going to listen to Signs, all right?
Okay, all right.
All right, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You too. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're out all night, I'm all alone. I'm wide awake, I know what's wrong. This feeling inside I can't let go. After all this time I should have known. Behind the Everything I gave you was never enough, which destroyed my world and left me for dead. Behind the signs above the door lies in the letters you wrote to me. I still can't believe you've done this to me. I've lost you. There's nothing left. What went wrong? What went wrong? What went wrong with me and you? Nothing left behind the signs above the door. Lies in the letters you wrote to me. I still can't believe you've done this to me. I've lost you. There's nothing left for what went wrong. What went wrong? What went wrong with me and you? What went wrong? What went wrong? What went wrong with me and you?
All right, that was Mr. Eric Vale. Hope you guys support. Go to ericvalmusic.com. Hook up, link up with him, follow him on Twitter, befriend him on Facebook. Show your support. Okay?